Good morning. Um, take your seats. We want to start the class. Before anything, I want to welcome you for this session, and I want to check whether you are in. You can lift your hand whenever I call your name. Naftal, Tele Moses, Demba, Caesar, Irene, Ouko, James Odhiambo. Okay, I can see you, all members are in. Today, I want to teach you about milling and our specific objectives for this lesson is that at the end of the lesson, can you see from your side I'm sharing something? So we are doing milling. The specific objectives, as I said, the learning outcomes. By the end of this session, the learner should be able to explain the milling operations, select speeds and feed rate based on their milling operation plan. So what is milling? Milling is the process of machining using rotary cutters to remove materials by advancing a cutter into a workpiece. As you can see on this picture, we have two types of milling. We have the up milling process, where the material is removed on the upward rotation of the cutter, and the workpiece is advancing into the cutter. And the downward milling process is when the cutter is advancing away and the workpiece is moving into the cutter. Next, we're looking at the milling operations. The first operation we are starting with is slot milling. This is very basic. It's a process of producing slots on a workpiece. As you can see in the picture on your right hand side, when the cutter is introduced into the workpiece, it cuts a profile that takes the shape of the cutter, and the slot is produced as shown. The next milling operation is the plane milling. This is done when you want to produce a flat horizontal surface. You have your cutter and the workpiece, so you just want the horizontal surface to be flat. That is what we call plane milling. Next, we have angular milling. Angular milling, you introduce a cutter that is designed at a specific angle. When you want to cut a slot or you want to remove materials at an angle, you use an angular cutter as shown in the picture on your right hand side. Next, we have a gang milling. In gang milling, you are doing operations whereby you remove materials simultaneously. So it's like you're combining the plane milling and the side milling. As you can see on the right hand side, you can see a picture of the gang milling. We have three cutters. We have the plane cutter on the middle. On your left and right side, you have the side cutters and the workpiece below. So you produce, you can machine two sides or three sides simultaneously. Next, we have a gear cutting. In gear cutting, this is performed to produce gears. The gears, as you can see, can be produced by either a flat cutter or a plane cutter, and also it can be produced by a special cutter as introduced in the farthest side, right hand side. So in summary, what we are saying, there are over 15 operations that can be performed on a milling machine. Milling is widely used in engineering to produce complex profiles and flat surfaces applications. One of the examples that I found appropriate at your level was the picture shown on your right hand side. You can see the operations that have been done there. There are slots, there are plane cuttings, there are drilling operations, so many operations that you can produce from the milling. So thank you for your time, and I want to leave with you an assignment. You go work on the lathe for next time. Thank you and have a good day.